What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Realistic Career Mode. It's episode number 5, returning today with the penultimate episode of Season 1, where we'll play 8, 9, maybe 10 games of the remaining 11 in the Premier League, sliding down the table after 1 win in 9. Bournemouth right now, still in the hunt for a European place, only 5 points behind, but it's been a really tough run indeed for the Cherries. Starting off today as well, real briefly on this, Lewis Cook's just come to me and said, boss, gotta be honest with you, I think me not getting games is starting to damage my career. I want to get away and make a fresh start somewhere else. Please let me leave so I can get chances to play. That's totally fine with me. I mean, Lewis Cook's been here for a long time now. I remember when he first burst on the scene with Leeds. Bournemouth put in a big bid to bring him to the Vitality, but he's one of those sort of players that showed so much promise as a youngster, but never really developed. He's a decent squad midfielder. We've got better, younger talents. I'm fine letting him go. And it's Brighton and Hove Albion. They're going to pick him up for 5.3 mil, which I quite like, to be fair, with the Seagulls in Europe right now. Homegrown, trained in a nation, and play loads of Premier League experience. Makes total sense. Right, first game today. Man City, the champions at home, right now top of the table, as you're going to get our first win to Vitality, I believe, in the calendar year. Needs to pull off a massive upset. Let's see if we can do it. Come on, you Cherries. The only thing that's in our advantage right now is the table is so congested. So all it takes is like a couple of wins in a row, and we're right back in contention for a European place. But then subsequently a couple of losses in a row, and we're in deep trouble. I tell you what, we've been so unlucky this season with some deflections and ricochets, man. Seriously, Phil Foden, who's having a tremendous season in real life, man. City, as we know, gets the opener, but it's so frustrating. Little scrappy moment there, and capitalised by this Stockport Messi. 16 in 28, replicating it in the game as well. And Man City take an early lead. When it rains, it pours in career mode. We know that, but right now it's like torrential downpour. I mean, nothing, absolutely nothing is going our way. It's hard to make excuses when you've only had 1 win in 10 games. Granted. But like, both things can be true. We have had some bad luck, and I've been shocking recently. Like, both things can be true at the same time, you know. In this game here, a goal down, and this should be 2. Haaland holds it up, Gavi makes it 2. Great hold-up work by the Norwegian tank, and offloads to Gavi for the second. It's ridiculous. I mean, okay, the first goal, fair enough, unlucky. Second goal, just poor defending. I thought Haaland was going to shoot. In the end, he holds it up brilliantly instead for the assist. Okay, I don't know what's going to be needed for us to stay in the hunt for a European place. Well, other than wins, but maybe, just maybe, we might need to change our system or something. Because at the moment, just cannot buy a consistent run of results. Solanke, nice ball through. Tav. Clark. Oh, finish right into the bottom corner. Cool as you like, and it's 2-1. This guy has been the bright spot of an otherwise really tough season, though, man, to be fair. Jack Clark with another one. His goal-to-game ratio has been phenomenal. We knew coming in he was going to be a talent, but he's been sensational, man. I would not be surprised if it's a one and done for the ex-Black Cat and a big club comes calling in the summer, because he's phenomenal. Still trying to salvage a point, 16 on the clock. It's a game where, once again, to be fair, I haven't even played that badly. Like, this is the annoying thing. In this run of results... Hold on. In this run of results, I've not actually played that badly, to be fair. Like, granted, there's been a couple of big defeats, including the 5-2-1 at St James's, but I've not played that badly. But this is going to wrap it up as Haaland, with the header, hits the dagger, and Manchester City will claim the 2-goal victory. Like, going forward, I'm scoring in practically every single game. It's just defensively, I cannot keep the ball out the back of my own net. It's been a long time since we last had a clean sheet, and that run continues. What a great diving header from Erling Haaland. And the Norwegian tank, well, born in England, of course, born in Leeds, but the Norwegian international makes it 3-1. An assist, a goal. This is why he won the Ballon d'Or in our save. He is unstoppable and inevitable. And I didn't get an email about this, but interestingly enough, Lloyd Kelly, who I discussed very briefly in the last episode, I was going to give a new contract to. No, I didn't get an email at all. It's just submitted a transfer request. And even though I haven't got an email about this either, Real Betis, sneaky Real Betis, have just put a bid in for him. I didn't get notified about that. Didn't get notified about that at all. Well, I said he was free to go to a European side if he wanted to. And to be fair, Real Betis having a bit of a resurgence right now. It's not Juve, Liverpool, Spurs or Newcastle, but I did say he can go to a bigger club, and I guess right now Betis are trying to be a bigger side in Spain. Right, following games, try and bounce back here. Everton, the Toffees right now, right next to them in the table with 10 games to go, and both teams know if they've got any shot at making European football, they need to go on a winning run. We've only had 1 in 9. We need that run to start here to have any possibility whatsoever. Come on, you cherries. I don't think we're in any danger of going down. I mean, we've got 37 points on the board. All we really need is 1 win, I would say. I mean, and that gets you to the magic 40 total. And 1 win in 10, like, I'm sorry, but as bad as our form has been, well, that's exactly what our form has been, 1 win in 10. We just got to replicate this horrendous run to guarantee safety. I think we're going to be alright. But as for European football, I'm not too sure now. I'm not too sure. Top 10, don't see why not. But top 7, well, we knew that was going to be hard anyway. Now I think it's looking incredibly unlikely. As Sinistera says, 1 win, well, let's get it. Luis, denied by Pickford. And still 0-0. Come on, let's get to that. Let's get to that 40, man. Let's get to that 40 today. As Solanke wins it back. And he's fed through. Remains asking for it. And he's also denied by Pickford. And then a block. And then another block. And then Clark puts it wide. Come on, let's go. Adams to Louise. And I see Dom, and there he is, and he's, come on, this time. Oh, what a finish. Mr. Solanke clips it in off the woodwork to give us the lead. 38 minutes in, and finally, Bournemouth grabbed that deserved opening goal on the second. What's that now for Dom? 14 in 27. Yeah, I'll be very surprised if he's still wearing our number 9 next season. I'm pretty sure he'll be going to a bigger club in the summer, both in real life and us probably in the save as well. Almost 3 minutes of normal time to go. Just don't throw this away now. This will be our first clean sheet in God knows how long, and our first win at the Vitality in God knows how long. Seconds remaining. Kirkes will get there. NATO's there, and that is going to do it. Finally, Bournemouth have recorded a win in Dorset. I think it's our first in 2024. I think it's our first clean sheet in 2024 as well. But finally, we end a horrendous run and guarantee survival and nothing else. I don't think we'll make a late run for Europe now. Certainly not in this form. But for sure, safety is in the bag with 9 to go. And just before the following game against Crystal Palace, we're going to see our final 3 scouting reports as Fiorentina also putting a bid for Lloyd Kelly. I like that. And we'll see what we got. Where from England, Harry French's overall is just too low, I think, to be considered really. But I quite like the look at Charles Alexander. Could be alright. Only the 1 month. But we'll give him a scholarship and see how he looks in the academy. And from France, I will indeed gamble on Gaspard Aubert. And also, to be fair, Pascal Daniel. The overall is really poor. But again, take note of the positions and take note of the stats as well. It seems as though he's got defensive positions listed, but he's clearly better further forward. And I'm going to give scholarships to the 2 Welsh lads here who both look amazing, including Charlie Phillips. He looks fantastic, man. So really excited to see what his potential range is in the academy. So yeah, after the first season's worth of scouting, this is how our youth squad looks. Really solid again. The 2 Welsh lads we just gave scholarships to, the best, as we were expecting. This guy at just 15 is already 62 overall with some decent base stats as well. You'd love to see that. And is a 6'1" centre half. Yeah, I know we like the Giant, but this guy definitely looks the best defensive player we've got in the academy right now. I'd say that the best 2 remain the French lads, but the Welsh duo also look really, really solid as well. It's a solid academy to begin with from Season 1, but again, this is my point with Pascal Daniel. He's came out CDM, but the potential's not bad, but he's not a CDM. I know he's got low high work rates, I know he's 6'2", but he's clearly... Oh, maybe he's not. I don't understand that. Why would it take him so long to get... good. What? Am I missing something here? Defense is 24, shooting's 52, dribbling's 52, and yet it will take him ages to become an offensive-based player, and only a couple of weeks. What am I missing now? I don't understand that. Right, next up, Crystal Palace is going for back-to-back wins the first time in the calendar year and aim to keep our slim European dreams alive. Come on, you cherries. So just got an early injury for Lloyd. Serves you right for leaving without telling me, mate. I don't mind if you want to go. That's fine. But you should have told me you were negotiating with Batiste behind me back, man, honestly. But anyway, Kluivert finds Scott. And Solanke, oh, what a save. Dean Henderson keeps it. at 0-0. Well, if we are going to make it, we need to go on a run. It's all well and good. I say this a lot. It's all well and good winning one here or there. But to be a European team, you need to win multiple on the trot. Great win against Everton. We've got to follow it up here. Yeah, I think this is what's going to stop us from making a late run for a European place. A lack of consistency. Because obviously it was great to get the win against Everton. And, you know, back-to-back clean sheets. And a point here against what have been an informed Palace side isn't a bad result. It's the wins we need. And come on. Have run through the middle. Solanke. Oh! Clark off the woodwork and Palace will survive. Well, this is kind of what I expected from Season 1, to be fair. Just haven't had the consistency. We picked up some decent results here and there. A couple of good scouts. But yeah, that kind of reaction says it all. It's not disastrous. It's not terrible. But I think mid-table is looking more and more likely with each passing game week. 1 loss, 1 win, 1 draw in these last 3 games. This has been Bournemouth season in a nutshell. And how bad was that injury for Kelly? Oof, 3 months and he's done for the season. You know, I do wonder if because, well, we know that players can't move when they're injured. But does that mean that the deal has fallen through? I've got a feeling, you know, that means that, yeah, that deal has fallen through. But Batiste and Fiorentina have now pulled out because of the injury. They can't sign him. That's kind of annoying because it's not a transfer for now, it's a pre-contract. But in that case, if Kelly's not going to leave after all, I might say, do your rehab over the summer here. And in fact, he's just come to me as well and said, I'd appreciate if you could fix up a time to sit down with me and my agent looking at my contract. In that case, do you know what? In that case, I'm going to give Kelly an extra 1 year. I'm going to another 1 year, say, do your rehab in the summer and come back for next year. Because the deal's fallen through now, so I can negotiate a contract. More twists and turns to this Lloyd Kelly saga than a roller coaster. But I'm going to say, if you want an extra $4,000 a week, in fact, you know what, let's up it even more so, to be fair. I think it's pretty more realistic. 35 grand a week, 2-year extension, and Lloyd Kelly says yes. So, Kelly's staying in for at least until the summer window. He still might go. If we do get a bid from one of those clubs that he is linked to in real life, I'll let him go there. But for now, Kelly puts pen to paper and stays for at least a little bit longer. But can I remove him from the transfer list, though? Like, am I able to now... Oh, I can. There we go. I can remove him from the transfer list. Excellent. But why has he got... Why has he got a thumbs down for his contract? He just got a new one. Like... Bruv, I haven't got me, I haven't got your agent. Like, he's the one that didn't get you more money if you wanted it. Right, following game, Luton Town away at Kenilworth Road. 8 to go in the league. It's still possible with 5 behind Chelsea and West Ham and 6 behind Manchester United in those 3 Europa and Conference League spots. It's still possible. But if we are going to do it, we've got to go on a winning run. Favourable fixture here against the struggling Hatters right now, just above the bottom 3. This has to be a win. Otherwise, we ain't going to make it in the final 8 games. Come on, you Cherries. Sinistera loses it. It's a good through ball and finished by Corley Woodrow, who at the halfway stage of the season was leading the race in the assist title. But he's just scored the goal to give Luton the lead here. Man, oh man, just cannot, and I mean cannot, get a run going. The thing is, though, every single season there's a team like this, isn't there? Do you know what I mean? Every single season there is a team like this that you just literally cannot predict. It's like, you know, you put them on your acca at your own risk. You might think, oh, they're away at the Etihad, they're going to get spanked. Nope, bang, 0-0 draw. Or, oh, they're at home to Burnley, should be an easy win. Nope, 1-0 home loss. It's like, you know, you just can't predict how they're going to get on in the season. We've been that team this year. We've had some scouts. We've had some amazing results. And we've had some absolutely shocking performances as well. This form of team is just the most unpredictable side there is right now. But again, it's kind of what we were expecting from our first season. It is, clues in the name, realistic. As Nakamba rolls it through and Chong makes it 2. Luton double up and again claim a huge win in their bid to survive in the Premier League. But unsurprisingly, it comes against a side that you just cannot predict the form of. Yep, just call us a gambler's nightmare because you can't predict us. We've held Man City at the Etihad, we've beaten Chelsea, Spurs, Newcastle, but we've also lost to Sheffield United, we've lost to Luton Town here. We've had games where you think, oh, we should win quite comfortably, and we've failed to get the dub. 3-0 away at Kenilworth Road. Bournemouth are the great unpredictable right now. Yeah, I'm already thinking about next season because we're too many points clear to go down now, but I'm already thinking about next season and just how much work we'll have to do in the summer transfer window, because if a team gets beat 4-0 by Luton, then yeah, they're definitely a long way off being the finished article. My goodness, I don't know what's going on the top left there. It says there's been 8 red cards in the game. I'll be honest, there hasn't. But it is ridiculous. I can't. Literally, how did we go to the Etihad and get a draw? How do we beat Chelsea? How do we beat Spurs? This is unbelievable. Well, I have to say, that is, in my opinion, the worst loss of the season. I know we got thrashed by Newcastle United. I know we've had a couple drubbings, but this one hurts. 4-0 loss against a struggling Luton Town where Chong bagged a hat-trick. That's shocking. I mean, there's no other word than shocking. That's awful from me. Right, following game, Manchester United at home, and I'd say any chance with 7 games remaining on us getting to Europe hinges on us getting a win here. 6 behind the Red Devils, but this is a game in hand and a chance to cut the gap with big 3 points here. Come on, you cherries. Oh yeah, we won at Old Trafford as well, didn't we? 2-0. Like, we played them off the park. I don't understand this Bournemouth team. I don't understand this season. It's one of those things where it's like, you know what it's like? It's like that image of that dress that went viral about 10 years ago, where it's like, is it blue and black or is it white and gold? Is this been a good season or has this been a bad season? I don't know. I can't tell. You can look at it from different angles and see something completely different. It's the strangest thing, man. Honestly, because, yeah, we have had some shockers. We have had some thrashings. We have some great scalps as well. It's like, you can't determine whether this season's been good or bad. Ask a different person, get a different answer. Right before the break, there's just been an injury for Senesi as well. I think it would be a 5-day one, but Max Aarons gets it off the line and then hoofs it away as well. This is just compiling to make such a difficult end to the season. We've got players going down, first Kelly and now Senesi as well. And we can't buy a win either. It's culminating in a really tricky first season. I mean, the only good thing is that I know for so long people were saying, Doxy boy, we want to see you challenged a bit more, you know. This FC24, I know I've said it multiple times, but it's the hardest I've ever played. And to be fair, I'm not going to lie, it has made it really fun as well. Like, let's be honest here. I know sometimes it might sound like I'm complaining, but genuinely, it has made this a really fun FC for me to play, man. I like the challenge. It's been good. Yeah, we'll get spanked 4-0 away at Kenilworth Road, but then hold Manchester United to a goal and draw at our place. Bournemouth, you just can't predict them. It's a point, but it keeps us at bay from the chase, from the European teams, as we remain as part of the chasing pack. I think it's just too late for us now. Unless we win all of our remaining 6, I don't think we're going to make it. I mean, it's still doable. You know, we've got a game in hand on a couple of teams, including 2 on Manchester United, but 7 points behind West Ham, worst goal difference as well. It's going to be tough, and we've got to go on a winning run. Starting right here, Wolves away at Molineux, struggling down the bottom of the table and trying to keep their heads above water. Huge game for both teams. Come on, you cherries. Actually haven't scored in any of our last 3 games either, so yeah, I mean, we've been better offensively than defensively this season, I would say. However, there have been a few patches like this where we're really struggling to put the ball in the back of the net. If you don't score goals, you don't win games, simple as that. So yeah, if we end up losing Solanke in the summer, it is going to be a very difficult transitional period for us. No matter whether he stays or leaves, I would say, because right now this is not looking good. Yeah, if we lose this game, I know I keep saying it game after game. If we lose this game, that's it. It's over. We ain't gonna catch up. We'll fight until the very end, but that end is coming pretty quickly. Oh, what a turn! What a turn! Tell you what, we wouldn't have a problem scoring goals if he was in our team. Matches, he's a baller, isn't he? He's an absolute baller. I saw him quite a lot this season for Wolves, and I tell you what, that game at Stamford Bridge where he scored a hat-trick, he was just absolutely unplayable. What a pick-up he's been for Gary O'Neill's side. Still down by 1. Plenty of time, but cannot break Wolves down. Craig Dawson's looking like Beckenbauer out there. Man, it is so hard to remain positive during these spells. But you just have to find a reason to keep on going. And I often say it, you learn a lot more from your setbacks and your losses than you do from your wins and the times where everything's going great. What we're learning right now, though, is that we are a long way off where we want to be, which is a European team. 4 games without a goal, 4 games without a win. Yeah, this is a catastrophic end to our first season. 5 games to go, we ain't going to make it now. And I often say this, when your objectives come to an end, you just need to refocus, recalibrate, and look at something else to do. Now, it's all about trying to finish in the top 10. Following game, Brighton at home. Come on, you cherries. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, Brighton are the team we said we want to be like, our South Coast rivals. I mean, yeah, it's safe to say we're a long way off them. We're a very, very long way off them. 19 minutes in, already struggling to contain. It's remained, to be fair, does really well. That's great control from the Frenchman. If he keeps running as well. Oh, what a chance. Solanke, keep running, keep running, keep running. It's a 2-on-1. And ridiculous. Absolute. This is what happens when you're in form like this, when you're playing like this, you start to overthink things. I've got a 2-on-1. I think it was Tariq Lamptey that was back, wasn't he? How on earth did I mess that up? That's ridiculous, but it's what happens when you're going through patches like this. You overthink everything. Honestly, the pressure for that moment there is crazy. It's like, because you expect to score, do you know what I mean? Yes! Come on! And speaking of scoring, Dominic Solanke! Bournemouth finally have the ball in the back of the net. Come on, he's got to defend this last attack. No, 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 come on. Oh my God. Had that got in, I think I would have resigned. Finally, I've got to win. My goodness, that reaction right there says it all. Oh. Finally. I mean, the thing is, it is still possible, you know. 4 games to go. Got a game in hand on Newcastle, directly above us. Sorry, got a game in hand on Manchester United. The gap is 7. It's not over yet. But again, we need to win all of our remaining 4, and the fixtures are so tough, man. Arsenal, Brentford, Aston Villa, and Chelsea. 3 of those 4 being away as well. Don't give me hope, man. Come on. Right, Academy update then in May. You'll see the best player still looking at. I must say, this young fullback looks unbelievable. Lee Wynn from Wales. And again, only 15 years old as well. Going to put him on that defensive wide-back development plan. This kid looks absolutely fantastic. Really, really solid indeed. Yeah, a couple of players I'm not too sure about their ceiling, but a few absolutely phenomenal, including the French duo here. Right, let's do 1 or 2 more then and see if we can pull off the most unbelievable run to European football ever, starting with a tough one as well. Arsenal away in North London. Come on, you cherries. So 4 wins on the trot needed to have any chance possible of qualifying for Europe. You know, I often use the phrase, stranger things have happened. In this case, I'm not sure they have. I'm really not sure. But as Romain goes for goal, good start of the Emirates testing Ramsdale early, but still 0-0. It's crazy to say this, but a point now is basically a defeat. Ordinarily, like I said, it's a good result, but now, situation specific, it's not going to be enough for us to stay in the hunt. Only wins will do from here on out. Romain to Clark, and I see Kirkes. Hold on, guys. Oh, God. Just seemed to miss-hit it. Just seemed to miss-hit it. And that really should have been one. You can't miss those sort of chances when you're already well behind and trying to chase an objective. You've got to take the easy ones, man. Simple as that. Yeah. I don't know, man. Just too many missed opportunities this season. That is what's going to cost us. The inconsistency and the missed opportunities. That's what will cost us. Well, it's only going to be 1 loss in 4 for Bournemouth. We've definitely stopped the rot, but unfortunately, Arsenal have stopped our chase of European football. But I say it's situation-specific draws. Sometimes they're good results, sometimes they're bad results. In this case, ordinarily it'll be a good one, but instead we needed a win, and therefore it's bad. 2 points dropped. And now European football is definitely gone. And I quite like this, to be fair, as well. Ryan Fredericks out of contract coming the end of the season, who was London born and has played for practically every London club there is, including Millwall, on loan, is going to go back to Fulham, who he spent a few years with a few years ago on a free transfer. I don't mind that. I think it's quite realistic there, returning to Craven Cottage. Right, let's do one more then. And speaking of London clubs, our final game today, Brentford at home. We can still make the top 10, but we know now European football is all but gone. 7 behind Crystal Palace, 3 to go. Mathematically, if you're playing devil's advocate, it's still possible, but we know it's done. Let's try and return to winning ways here, though, and close out with a win in our final home game of the season. Come on, you Cherries. You always want to win the final home game of the season, man. You know, especially when playoffs are on the line. Always get into round 5 wide, but just in general, just in general, you always want to win your final home game of the season. You know, get a big 3 points in front of your fans, even if you still got a game or two away from home to end the season off, like in our case as well. It's still nice to bow out in front of your home crowd with the dub, and I think we'll be able to do so as well. Dominic Solanke, once again, with yet another goal, fires us in front. If we do hold on to this, it'll be 2 wins in 3 and only 1 loss in 5 as well. Yeah, shame we're coming into form when there's nothing on the line, but even so, better late than never, and we'll certainly take it regardless. Let's have 2 irons, might get 1 chance for the break here, as he beats Rico Henry. What a ball that is, and couldn't mess that one up. Couldn't mess that one up. Worked in from right to left, and it's 2 up for Bournemouth. It's typical, though, isn't it? We finally go into form when there's nothing to play for. Absolutely typical. Still, we'll take it. We'll take it. 2 wins in 3 for sure now. I mean, again, if you want to play devil's advocate here, it is still technically possible for us to do it, but it means winning back-to-back on the final 2 games and all the teams above us losing. Is that going to happen? I don't think so. I don't think so. There's as much chance of that happening. Here we go. First time I've said it in the save. There's as much chance of that happening as Doxy Boy getting married before 32. Solanke hits the post and Brentford will get it away. But, give it away as well. Cheap goal, but a goal regardless. Dominic Solanke bags a brace in probably his final game in Bournemouth colours at Bournemouth as well. Bowing out of a kiss and a brace in a win, I'm sure. I don't think Solanke will be back next season. That's a nice ball through that to Tony. I'll try and see out the clean sheet now if I can as well. Senesi's done well there. Oh, easy. Come on. Don't throw away the clean sheet. Yeah, there's one thing that always infuriates me, man. Defended really well. Just had back-to-back clean sheets. On course for a 3rd straight. And then a silly goal to concede. Still going to get the win, but even so, shouldn't happen. Still, we do come through with the win, 2 in 3 and no losses in our last 3 as well. Bournemouth finally hitting their stride, but sadly nothing to play for now. Can't make Europe anymore with 2 games to go, but at least we're now in the top 10. It was aimed to close the season out strong with back-to-back away day victories and cement a top 10 finish. And that'll do it for this episode of the EAFC Career, guys. So big fan, hope you enjoyed it. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the season finale, playing those final 2 games. We'll try and get Solanke the golden boot, Tav the assist title, and NATO the golden glove as well. Have a great day, and I'll see you for the season finale very soon.